Hello there and welcome back to the Achievement Planner, and today I'm going to be talking about my second Life is Strange video, which is called Before the Storm, and it's a prequel to the original game. So this one doesn't have as much sci-fi or really any at all like the first game, but it does have similar achievements in a way. This time you're making graffiti all over the place. Yeah, so you have to do 10 graffitis per episode. Alright, so this game has 34 achievements for 1,000 gamer score, and it's 1 out of 10 difficulty, super easy. About 6 to 8 hours, so shorter than the first one. It has 3 episodes, it makes sense. And then 1 playthrough. Again, you could probably go back, and I didn't do it because I just collected them all, but yeah, you can go back and do everything afterwards. So, story achievements, category 1, 4 achievements for 700 gamer score. Are you kidding me? Alright, number 1 is Awake, Dear Heart. Number 2 is Oh Wonder, and number 3 is All the Devils Are Here, and 4 is Before the Storm. And guess what? That's for basically beating the game. Alright, so let's move on to the other 300 gamer score, which is the graffiti. So just play this game, you don't get any graffiti. It's a lot of gamer score. Alright, episode 1. And just like the other game, 10 achievements for 100 gamer score this time. Alright, so the first one is outside of the concert. You're going to see the RV from the first game, and you're just going to do some graffiti on it. And what graffiti option you pick in this whole game doesn't matter. You can pick either. So it's cool. And then the second one is when you're in the concert and you see the saw blade on the wall, and then you're going to just draw on the saw blade. So you have an option there to draw whatever you want. All right, number 3 is Chloe's room. And when you're in Chloe's room, you're going to tear down her, I think it was a unicorn poster, Rainbows and Unicorns, and you're going to write on the wall. And that is going to be the third graffiti, not photo. Number 4 is in the garage, so David's going to tell you to get the toolbox, and so you're going to get the toolbox first. Or you go to his toolbox, you're going to get the thing he's looking for. I think it's a socket wrench. Oh, socket kit, but I don't even know what that is. I can't do cars. So you get the socket wrench first, then you have an option to look back at the toolbox and graffiti inside of it. All right, so yeah, that's that. Number 5 is school campus. When you're at the school campus, you're going to see there's a stage ready to do a play. They're doing The Tempest. And you have to go behind that Tempest stage, and on the wall you'll be able to draw some graffiti. I said draw. Alright, number 6 is backstage. When you're at the Tempest practice, actually, you're going to be able to go backstage. You'll see a backstage area, and there's a Tempest poster, and you can graffiti that poster. Number 7 is in the train car. When you and Rachel are in the train car, before you sit down. Do not sit down. I don't know if you could do this after. I don't think so. So make sure before you sit down, you go behind the boxes and you could draw on the wall, the train wall, all right, before you sit down. 8, lookout. So this is the lookout. Lookout. I don't know why I read it like that. So at the lookout, you're going to be there, and there's a statue behind you, and you have to take a picture of the statue. That's easy. Number 9, you're in the junkyard from the first game, and what you're going to do is you're kind of in a bad mood at this point. You're going to smash a sign. All right, you'll see it. You smash everything. Smash the paint. Once you smash the paint, it'll go onto the sign, and then you graffiti the paint on the sign. There you go. So make sure you do the sign first and then the paint. Number 10 is Dad's car. So this is a weird kind of area. So you have to look at the poster in the front passenger seat. Yeah, in front of you. And then what you have to do is you have to move the poster. And then you have to attempt to graffiti it, but you can't find your marker. So then you have to look down, and there's a bottle in the car. You just grab your marker and graffiti it. And there you go. Episode 1 done. All right, so for episode 2, again, 10 achievements for 100 gamer score. So the first graffiti is in the parking lot. And this is where you see the stage lights, and you just have to draw something on the stage lights. Ooh. And then 2 is when you're back in the junkyard, and you're going to see the car hood. All right, so what you have to do is you need to go up and figure out how to get up into the boat. Once you get into the boat, there'll be a car hood sitting there, and you could graffiti it. I'm not even going to tell you how to get into the boat. I'm just going to say that's where it is. Let you figure it out. All right, so number 3, truck. This is where you're going to be in your truck that you're fixing. And once you're done with all the things you need to do to fix it, you're going to be chilling there, and you could draw some graffiti on the back seat. Well, basically behind you, on the seat behind you. All right, number 4 is junkyard house. So there's a junkyard house at the junkyard, and you're going to draw on the wall. Oh, that's rude. All right, number 5 is the RV again. So you're in the RV with the guy. I forgot his name already. But yeah, you're going to go to his grocery list, and you're going to graffiti his grocery list. Ooh. Number 6 is outside the dormitories. you're going to see some wet cement, and you need to try to walk on it first. I kept trying to graffiti it. Walk on it first, then graffiti it. All right. 7 is custodial closet. This is where you're going to go talk to Samuel. You have to figure out a way, I'm not going to tell you how, to get him out of the room. Once you get him out of the room, you go to the door that's there, and you can graffiti the door in that closet. All right. And that's kind of like outside the dormitories, that closet. So 8 is the boys' dormitory, and this is when you're going up to Elliot's room, and he has a whiteboard there, but you can't write on the whiteboard immediately. You have to go in. All I did was search through the stuff in his room, and then when I came out, I was able to write on the whiteboard. So just go in Elliot's room. It's the first door on the right when you get in, and then, yeah, search through his stuff, and then write on the whiteboard. The whiteboard's on the outside of his room, by the way, on the wall. All right, number 9 is back in the dressing room. Now, you're going to be dressed up, too. Why? Well, you'll find out. And you have to take a picture of the right mirror when you're there. All right, and that's that. And number 10 is when you're in Rachel's house. So this is a little bit complicated. Not difficult, just complicated. So you need to talk to Rose, which is her mom, and then you have to set the table. All right, she's going to say to set the table. You're going to ask her if you want help. Then you have to place the plates. All right, then you have to talk to her again. Say, what's next? And then speak with James is what she's going to tell you to do. So you speak with Rachel's dad, and then you talk back to Rose once he talks to you. Then you pick the option Sherry, and then you get the glass from the cabinet and place it, and then you go back to her again and say more, and then she's like, no, there's nothing else. She turns her back, and then you could have free to draw graffiti on the picture that's on the refrigerator. There you go. Hopefully that all made sense. It's just a lot of talking with her mom. And episode 3, 10 achievements for 100 gamer score. That's right. And I think I'm so funny, don't I? And number 1 is Rachel's room. Actually, the first 2 are in Rachel's room. So you're going to graffiti on the USA map that's on her wall. And that's the first one. And then you're going to go over to her desk, and there's a planner there, and you're going to graffiti on her planner, or graffiti her planner. So then you're going to be back in Chloe's room at some point. And on the left, next to her desk, you're going to find her class photo, and you're going to graffiti the photo. Now you go across the hall to Joyce's room. Joyce is her mother. And you're going to find a car calendar there in her room, and you're going to graffiti the car calendar. So far, it's a lot of graffitiing in people's rooms. Number 5 is back in the junkyard. So you're going to be fixing the truck, which, again, I have no idea how to do. I don't know how to say that either, apparently. So check the fuel filter. The fuel filter is all the way on the right in the engine, and you're going to blow into it, and gunk is the word I'm using. So gunk is going to come out onto the inside of the hood, and you're going to graffiti the gunk while it's on the hood. So yeah, just find the fuel filter and blow out the gunk. All right. And number 6 is when you're in the hospital, 6 and 7. So you are going to do some stuff, wait till these people go by, and then you're going to find this wash your hands poster, and you're going to make silly jokes, and you could choose the joke you write on the poster. That's your graffiti. Number 7 is in the vending machine. You go to the vending machine, and you try to get something, and you do get it eventually. And then after you're done with it, you'll be able to graffiti the machine. Now, 8 is actually also in the hospital room. It's in the brother's room. There are these 2 brothers that are there, and I can't even tell you their names. I think one of them is Drew. So I chose the brother with basically you can get either brother in a cast, and you need to graffiti the cast, or you need to write on it. So I had the one brother, he's the younger brother, that was the one I had. The other one involves pudding, you have to try to get the pudding, but I didn't have that one, so I had the younger brother. And I just had to sign his cast. And then the last 2, number 9, James's office. This is when you're in Rachel's dad's office, and the bottom left desk drawer of his desk, you just have to graffiti in it. And then the last one is when you're in the mill later on, the same place the concert was at. You have to get the knife out of the wall, out of the post or whatever, and then there's a message on the wall that says, "Don't mess with Damon Merrick," and you just have to kind of scratch it out or graffiti on it, basically. And that's it. That's the entire game, and it was a really fun game, and these games are fantastic. And I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time on Achievement Planner.